Hey everyone, welcome to day 3 video of our video series on handling coronavirus anxiety. This is Sindhu from Aware Mental Health. Before we start a therapeutic activity, I wanted to take you through a story, a small little story. So I practiced this awesome therapeutic approach called acceptance and commitment therapy. Acceptance and commitment therapy is a science-based model. It is the latest form of CBT, and it is also the fastest growing evidence-based therapy in the world right now. Part of acceptance and commitment therapy is based on the work of Viktor Frankl. So Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist in the Nazi concentration camp. He was a Holocaust survivor, and he also wrote this famous book called Man's Search for Meaning. The book is very complex. I'm not going to go into details about the book, but the summary of the book is this. It's about how Viktor Frankl found a sense of meaning and purpose in the midst of his suffering in that treacherous, unbelievably treacherous concentration camp. And not just for himself, he also helped his fellow inmates to find a sense of meaning and purpose while everybody was going through that collective suffering. That tells us something, doesn't it? I wonder if we could take a leaf out of Viktor Frankl's book and think about how do we find a sense of meaning, purpose, fulfillment, and a sense of vitality while all of us are going through this looming period of uncertainty. Do you think it's a helpful and a practical approach? Send me in the messages. I would look forward to knowing what you think about this. Okay, so I'm done with my story. So let's continue with our therapeutic activity from yesterday. I trust that you have this crumpled piece of paper from yesterday. This crumpled piece of paper, it represents a feeling, right? So yesterday for me, this represented fear of uncertainty. I was going through a lot of that fear yesterday, but for some reason today I'm not really feeling it. But I know it's just a bonus. I know that it is not too long before this is going to pop up again. So go ahead, bring your crumpled piece of paper from yesterday and name it. Name what it represents for you. Does it represent fear, anxiety, disappointment, sadness, hurt, pain, frustration, anger, irritation? Whatever it is, go ahead and name it. And so here's the thing. We don't want to blindly trust our feelings, and at the same time, we don't want to ignore them either. Because feelings are like messengers. They come with valuable sources of information. So we want to first understand what this feeling is giving a message here. Okay? So first step I'm going to ask you is a little bit strange. If this feeling could talk, if this feeling could communicate, what would it say? And remember, I told you I'm going to do these activities with you together. So for me, if this fear of uncertainty feeling could talk, it would say something along the lines of, I hate what is happening in the world. I hate being stuck. I want some answers. I want to know if we are progressing towards a better future. I hate this. That's what this would say. And I'm also scared. It would tell me, it would communicate that I'm very scared. I'm very fearful about what the future is looking like. Okay, pause this video and just see if you can reflect on this question. If this feeling could talk and communicate, what would it say? Second question, and most important question, which ties back to the story of Viktor Frankl that I was sharing with you about. So remember, I told you feelings are messengers. They are like messengers. They come with valuable information. And feelings are often tied to things that are of great meaning to us. So, what does this feeling tell you? What you really care about? What do you value so much that this feeling is showing up for you? What matters so much? What do you value so much? So, for me, I value my kids' well being. I value my well being and my family's well being. So, that's what I care about a lot. And that's the message that this feeling is carrying. Some of the other answers I've heard in my therapy sessions, the last 2 weeks, half of my therapy sessions are about coronavirus anxiety. Some of the other things I've heard are something along the lines of I value being productive, I value stability, I value a sense of structure to my everyday routine, I value being healthy, I value safety and protection. I value responsibility. I value people being responsible, people being socially responsible. So think about, what does this feeling tell you? What you really care about, what you value a lot, what matters to you a lot. And that's the answer. So for me, the answer is my kids' well being. That's the answer. This feeling is tied to that. This is of great meaning to me. So I leave you with that. I'll also leave you with one last homework for you to do by the end of the day today. Last step, if this feeling could offer you some words of wisdom, if this feeling could give you some advice, what would it say? Reflect on that, and I'll see you tomorrow in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.